لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أدى الأمانة وبلغ الرسالة ونصح الأمة وجاهد في سبيل الله حق جهاده حتى أتاه اليقين. وبعد، فيقول الله عز وجل في التنزيل الحكيم من بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم إن زلزلة الساعة شيء عظيم يوم ترونها تذهل كل مرضعة عما أرضعت وتضع كل ذات حمل حملها وترى الناس سكارى وما هم بسكارى ولكن عذاب الله شديد. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. صدق الله سبحانه وتعالى فيما قال عن المؤمنين وما يدعون إليه التقوى. Brothers and sisters in faith, Ramadan Kareem. And Allah accepts fastings of all the Muslims around the globe. Allah truly said the truth in the way He invited us to fear Him, to have piety in our hearts. All the verses I mentioned is all about piety, dying as a Muslim, dying on the right path. Alhamdulillah. We are blessed as a Ummah. Allah also says, لَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ رَسُولٌ مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ عَزِيزٌ عَلَيْهِ مَا عَنِتُّمْ حَرِيصٌ عَلَيْكُمْ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ رَءُوفٌ رَحِيمٌ. Verily, a messenger has come to you from your own self, your own souls. لَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ رَسُولٌ مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ عَزِيزٌ عَلَيْهِ مَا عَنِتُّمْ. He feels pain seeing you distressed. Any type of suffering of the Ummah, he would feel it. Harisun alaykum. His eyes are always guarding you, making sure you're fine. Bil mu'minina ra'ufun rahim. And towards the believers, he is ra'uf and rahim, two qualifiers that are the attributes of Allah alone. Allah has chosen His Messenger ﷺ to give these two attributes, explaining to us how He is not only affectionate but also merciful towards the believers. And this has been passed on to the hearts of every Muslim. It is very difficult, brothers and sisters in Islam, in faith, to just have a simple khutbah at the end of Ramadan and give you advice about the Eid and what to do. It will not be fair. In light of the verse that I said just now, we all have this pain that we have been carrying in this Ramadan. The pain of seeing so much suffering, so much pain in the world. Yes, we see Gaza. Gaza is like a dagger in the heart of the Muslim Ummah. But then we look at Syria, it's another dagger, and we look at Iraq, and it's another one, and we look at Afghanistan, and it is another one, and Burma, and we ask, what is it with the world? What is the problem that we live now? And particularly when it comes to the Muslim world and how much pain and suffering. Then we go to the hadith. The Prophet ﷺ said, ستتداعى عليكم الأمم كما تتداعى الأكلة على قصعتها. قالوا أو من قلتنا يا رسول الله؟ قال لا إنكم كثير ولكن الوهن. قالوا وما الوهن يا رسول الله؟ قال حب الدنيا وكراهية الموت. سينزع الله الرعب من قلوب أعدائكم ويقذفه في قلوبكم. أو كما جاء في الحديث. I'm going to translate this verse. Prophet ﷺ said, nations will surround you. Nations will surround you the same way people surround food. Imagine a nice banquet and people all around the table snatching the food. So that's exactly the picture that he gave, ﷺ. And then the Muslims, when he said that, ﷺ, the Muslims were a few. Yes, were a few. So in their minds, they ask a natural question, is it because we will be few, we will still be a small number? He said, no, you will be a lot. كثير. He said, إنكم كثير ولكن كغثاء السيل. That's what I forgot to add. You will be like the foam of the river, fresh water. For those of you who have experienced foam from fresh water and foam from the ocean, you will see that the foam of the ocean can still affect the eye and can still cause burn. The foam from the fresh water has no effect. That means you will be so many, but you have no power on your own. No effect. And then he added something extremely serious. He said, Allah will remove fear. Will remove fear from the hearts of your enemies and will throw it in you. Which is true. Go to a wealthy man and tell him, hey, all your wealth, everything that you have, why don't you give some of it, or just come and let's do some type of struggle of jihad, not necessarily with the weapons. What will he say? No, I'm too comfortable. I'm too comfortable. We know the story of the two people in Surah Al-Kahf. واضرب لهم مثلا رجلين جعلنا لأحدهما جنتين من أعناب وحففناهما بنخل وجعلنا بينهما زرعا كلتا الجنتين آتت أكلها ولم تظلم منه شيئا وفجرنا بينهما نهرا خلالهما نهرا جزاك الله خيرا ودخل جنته وهو ظالم لنفسه, the verse that comes after. قال ما أظن أن تبيد هذه أبدا. Here is a wealthy man with gardens full of fruits, river in between, palm trees, you name it. And he enters his garden, he says, ما أظن أن تبيد هذه أبدا. I don't think this will ever finish. It will constantly give. وما أظن الساعة قائمة. And I don't think that the hour of judgment will come. This is where he committed kufr, by the way. Because later, his neighbor tells him, أكفرت بالذي خلقك من تراب ثم من نطفة ثم سواك رجلا. Well, aren't we witnessing this in the Muslim world? At least in some parts of the Muslim world, we have extremes. We have people looking for food in the garbage in some specific cities in the Muslim world, name it, and we have others who have dishes that are 30 feet in diameter and only 5 or 6 people around with a camel cooked in the middle and rice flowing all over. And we ask ourselves, what is it? Of course, the enemy has no fear of us. Of course. Billions of dollars accumulated. To do what with it? To buy a Mercedes and put diamonds on it? And not allow anybody to come and touch it unless they pay $1,000? This is the truth. You'll find it on the internet. To have Christmas trees on the land of Arabia, the most purified land. Allah has chosen to have Muhammad ﷺ come from it. Christmas tree that is the most expensive Christmas tree, with diamonds and gold and silver and high security around it. What is it? What is it? And you know what I'm referring to. No need to mention names. And then comes this conflict that we see in Gaza. Brothers and sisters in faith, we have to start reading. We have to start getting the information where it ought to be got. No more of CNN and Fox News, and it's all sold. We know this. Get your information. There is 1.7 trillion, 1.7 trillion, square feet, cubic feet of natural gas in the shore of Gaza. Well Marine 1 and Well Marine 2 already have been dug by some British company. Is this news to you? This war is not just like that. The 2008 war on Gaza was not just like that. Not because some rockets. The chief of the Mossad, 1 week before the abduction of the 3 young Israeli teenagers that were taken for no reason, just to start something. 1 week before that, he predicted it. How amazing. He said it in a statement. Check voltairenet.org, brothers and sisters. Check globalresearch.com. There are websites that are free press. We're not doing politics. We want to raise the awareness, brothers and sisters in faith. The Muslim is a person that is well current about what goes on in the world. If your neighbor comes and breaks down the fence and tries to get into your backyard, you ought to know why he's doing that. There has to be reasons. It's not just out of the blue. And then we ask ourselves, or say, Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. What is going on with all the corporate world? That they see human beings as a commodity, expendable. If we have to kill 1 million, they would say, let's do it. Just get the oil and get the natural gas and get the uranium and get, what is it? Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Every life is so precious to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet ﷺ, looking at the Kaaba, he looked at it and he said, لَهَدْمُكِ حَجَرَةً حَجَرَةً أَهْوَنُ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ مِنْ قَتْلِ امْرِئٍ مُسْلِمٍ. Your destruction, he said, to the Kaaba, stone by stone, is easier in the sight of Allah than the killing of the soul of a Muslim. And why is it just in Ramadan? So we feel the pain, we feel more. Then let it be that our dua is raised to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the conflicts, by the way, in Iraq and Syria, the underlying reason behind it, it's again resources, natural resources. Why can't we trade? Let me get the natural gas and I'll sell it to you and you sell me something. Can't we be good neighbors and good traders? Can't we? Why does it have to be that we take what we want by force if we have to, by the killing of millions? Why? That was not the way before. People had some heart. Abraham Lincoln himself, he warned about this time that we are in. On the best president that this land ever had. And we should mention that. He said in a quote, I tremble for my country and my people. I tremble for my country from the money changers, the banking system. And he said, there are men out there, if it gets to them, they will accumulate so much wealth and will impoverish the rest of the world. He said it. Man of conscience, brothers and sisters in faith, they know. It doesn't have to be a Muslim. Stephen Hawking, the famous scientist, physicist, he refused to attend a very, very important conference where scientists from around the world were there. He refused to attend because Shimon Peres was there. And he said, where he is, I cannot be. He is a murderer. Allahu Akbar. The Presbyterian Church, one of the largest Presbyterian, one of the largest in the Protestant way, they removed all their assets from any company that deals with Israel. It tells you that even non-Muslims are coming to understand that this is insane. This is insane. What do we Muslims do in this case? We join hand in hand. We protest the right way. We follow the system. We ask our senators, our governors, we ask the governments to stop that, this insanity. We have to do something, because this is our land, brothers and sisters. We want good for America, we want good for South America, we want good for Europe, we want good wherever a Muslim is and eats from that land, that is his or her land. They have to work through the system to make the changes. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الخلق سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم اهدنا بهديك إلى حياتك تقبل منا طاعتنا لك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. It is the last Friday of Ramadan. And I will, inshallah, speak about the outcome of this Ramadan, how we should all, inshallah, exit Ramadan. Ramadan, every year when it comes, it's literally, imagine this beautiful door that opens. Beautiful door that opens. From it comes so much mercy and so much good. And there are stairs, and you want to reach to us as high as possible a stair. So that at the exit of Ramadan, if before Ramadan we were at this level, we want to be at this level at the end of Ramadan. Meaning what? Meaning what? The Prophet ﷺ was asked by Aisha, our mother. She said, why have you been sent, O Messenger of Allah? He said, إِنَّمَا بُعِثْتُ لِأُتَمِّمَ مَكَارِمَ الْأَخْلَاقِ. I have been sent for one purpose, to exemplify the highest level of morals and virtues and character. If I know myself to have a temper and Ramadan has come, by the end of Ramadan I should be able to control my temper. And when I exit during Eid day, I'm a different person. If I know myself as a trader, I am not trading always the right way. Ramadan has come to give me a chance to become a better business person, in the sense that I don't cheat, I don't take people's money. I'm honest about this car or this merchandise or when I sell it. So that at the end of Ramadan, I am a different person. If I used to backbite and my tongue is always harsh on others in their absence, this is what it means, backbiting and riba. What do? I learned by the end of Ramadan that I no longer do that. If I'm not doing enough ibadat, Ramadan was a chance for me to make more ibadat. To learn how to pray a duha, for example, prayer. To learn how to pray the shaf and watr at the end. And I will continue on that. Can we move a little bit? We will have surook, inshallah, and more brothers, if we can. If I know myself to be harsh on my wife, my spouse, as a husband and my children, Ramadan was a chance to bring me to a better level, to be a calm father, a calm husband, a helping hand in the house. I never cooked with my wife. Ramadan should have been an opportunity to be in the kitchen and cook with your wife and have some nice stories and exchanging nice words. If I know when I come back from work, I don't want anyone to disturb me, and I'm harsh on my kids just opening the door, and I enter and they're making some noise and I yell at them. During normal days, Ramadan has come to teach me when I enter, I hug this one and I embrace this one, and I leave my problems outside of the house. So at the exit of Ramadan, I am a better father. You see the importance of Ramadan? It's not only about food. It's not only about drinking. It's not about marital relationship. It's about the spiritual growth that we grow. We become a better person. We shine. You walk, people feel you. Not see you, they feel you. They feel a presence, a good presence. Someone who gives good things by talking, by looking at others, by advising, by helping. That is the Muslim. That is the believing man or woman. That is how we want to be at the end of this Ramadan. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا